Hey guys, Chausu here, and in this video I'm going to talk about CD reduction support. And basically there are two types of CD reduction support. First, we have those who react to special rewind, so you can basically counter special rewind, and that of course has many different applications. And then we're going to look at the more common type of support, which is CD reduction for final stage between 1 to 2 turns for a single unit, and a bit about the applications for that. But let's first talk about the support that react to special rewind. And we have a special case here first, like Odyn. And he's actually the only support in the game that can reduce CD for the whole crew. Because when you get special reversed with Odyn support, every powerhouse unit in the game gets -2 CD, which is obviously amazing. His main issue is you can't put him on many units, but the big one for Odyn is the Arlong. Since we have the Arlong crew legend, they are -2 CD reducer with a special. They fully resist special rewind. So with Arlong special and Odyn support together against special rewind, you can give -4 CD in total. So if you only get rewinded one turn, you still have a net benefit of +3 CD for any powerhouse units. So it's super good actually. I make good use of that in the raid Crocodile, the Dex one. I did a speedrun team against that made good use of along with this Odyn support. So moving on, we have some other that reacts to special rewind, but only for the supported unit. First we have Legend Lucy. You can put him on Rebecca, Koala, and Hack. And when you get special reversed, you reduce the CD by 3 to the supported unit. Very good. Can be put on units like both the Weaver Rebecca. Obviously good. Rebecca in general has pretty good units like the event Rebecca from the Dressrosa event. Koala also has good units. We have the Treasure Map Koala coming up. If we ever get World Journey, we have the World Journey Koala. So definitely we'll find some use here. Sadly can't put this on Sabo and Koala since Lucy counts as a Sabo legend. And obviously Hack doesn't have many good units. Moving on to a special case actually. This Iceberg support is a support recruit. Can only put on Frankie. And he actually doesn't react to special reverse. He reacts to getting the speared or special binded. And basically if you get the speared or special binded, remove that by 3 turns for the Frankie unit. And you also get -2 CD. And I made some use of this actually for the CD. Like, I did a speedrun team against Whitebeard and put this on the free-to-play Frankie. And it made me not have to stall since I got that -2 CD. So it does have some CD reducing capabilities. You just need to keep in mind you don't use it to counter special rewind. You just do it to get reduced CD if the conditions are met. Mistoms is a bit similar, but he does react to special rewind. And I know that I feel like this Mistoms is pretty underrated. He's actually a very good support recruit. But let's look at what he does. So if you get inflicted with paralysis or special reverse, you reduce it by 3 turns, both paralysis and special reverse. Of course, this is only for the unit itself, so you don't reduce CD or paralysis for the crew. And you also get 3 turn. You also reduce damage taken by 75% for 1 turn. So the thing I see with Mistoms is that people see the para thing and mainly view him as a paralysis remover, but then they see he only removes it for the units. They think he's trash. I'd rather see it as paralysis being one of the conditions to activate it. So by activating it, you get CD reduction, you get damage reduction, and that's the main thing, and both of those are very useful. I didn't touch on the units he supports, but he supports a lot of good units like Luffy, Sanji, Pedro, Carrot. Like 3 of those have a ton of good units, and I use him quite a lot personally. Then we have some other units that react to special reavers. This Pudding can be put on Sanji. So same as Wisdoms, but the thing with Pudding is that she also reacts to special bind, and she can remove both special bind and reduce CD when you get special reavers. Of course, it's only for the supported unit, so yeah, like it has its uses. I haven't personally used her yet actually, but I'm sure there will come a time when I do it. Like, it's not a bad support on paper for sure. Then we have the new rare recruit Leo. Can be put on both Usopp and Manchuri. Like, this is the first CD reduction support for Usopp. Usopp in general doesn't have as many good support as the other Straw Hats, I feel. And I think one of the reasons for that is because Bandai are wary of the 6+ Legend Usopp, since going through full immunity has been very special up until now at least. But yeah, as we can see on JP, they are getting more lax about that. But yeah, same. Yeah, it's pretty basic. Like, if you get special reversed, the supported unit gets -2 CD. So yeah, super useful, especially on units like the 2 Shiroshi and Manchuri, since they have pretty high CD. So like, it can help you to not stall, because you basically cancel out the special reverse, for example. So yeah, it has some pretty good use since he supports so many good units. Finally, we have Yak. He attaches to Kaido, same deal as the Leo. If you get special reversed, you reduce CD by 2. And yeah, I haven't actually used this Yak for a long time, but Kaido obviously has a lot of great units now, and this will surely see quite a bit of use. Like, versus Kaido, for example, is definitely one of those specials where you can, in a lot of cases, get away with just using the versus Kaido special, I feel. Then we get to the final stage support, and I'd like to talk a bit about the value of them, because like it depends on how you build your team, but in some cases when you build a team, you do not need to use that many special the final stage. Like, you might carry over buffs or something. Like, there might be some units on your team that resist special rewinds, you don't have to care about them. So there are some cases where literally all you need final stage is to use a special with a unit, but you get special rewinded. So having a support that just counters the special rewind final stage can be super valuable. Another reason to use a support like this is to stall less, since yeah, you just get free CD final stage, so it's particularly useful for high CD units. So yeah, let's go through them one by one. We have the Rakuyo. He can be put on Ace, Marco, Wista, and Whitebeard. The main thing for him is Marco and Wista, since they do not have any other CD reduction support. And yeah, final stage, you give them a Psy Orb, not always the best, but the main thing is that you reduce the CD by 1. I did see Subconsci put this on Legend Marco, which was cool to see. It's actually the first time I've seen him used. I actually often forget he even exists. Then we have the Weave on Law. Can put him on Luffy and Corazon. Final stage, heal 3000 HP, reduce CD by 1. Super solid. More good for Corazon, I feel, since Luffy has a lot of options for CD reduction, but like, yeah, especially with the extra healing, not bad. Then we have Sentomaru. It's a bit of a special support actually. You can put them only on Kizaru. And yeah, he both reduces CD for the Kizaru by 2 on the final stage. But he also changes slot to matching, not just for the Kizaru, but also for the Friend Captain. So that can have some nice possibilities actually. It's pretty cool, unique, special. I wish they did more cool stuff like this. And yeah, Kizaru has some pretty decent unit, like Kolo Kizaru in general is one of my favorite units to use. And he's also one of those units you can easily pair with something like this. I've done several teams where like I use Kizaru special, reduce CD for something, and then I have a third unit, we have a CD reducing support final stage, and that way I can use 3 specials. And the Kizaru obviously handles the ore boost, matching slot and such. So yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up. Kinemon and Odyn have some overlap. Kinemon is better in the way that he reduces CD by 2 at the final stage, so that's very nice. The main issue is he only supports 3 units, and none of them really have that many viable units right now, but I'm sure that will change as Wano goes on. Like at the moment, the most viable of these is the rare recruit Kanjuro, super good. There's also a treasure map booster Kanjuro, who is actually very good for like the White Bear stage finally. Odyn, bit different, supports a lot more units, like this is an insane unit list, super good. And the final stage, changes slot to Wano, obviously very valuable. And reduces CD by 1, super good. I want to note that if you have more than one Odyn in your box, I suggest getting a second one to level 3, because this one also changes the slot to strength instead. And that might be useful. Like one realistic scenario is if you run Roger Captain with versus Ace as sub, since versus Ace only gives the chain set mechanic if the captain has a strength slot. And as you see, Odyn supports Roger, so Roger will have a strength orb final stage, and you can use the Ace special, and it obviously has very good synergy with Roger. So that's like the most obvious use of this, but yeah, I thought I'd point that out. We have a few left. Crocodile. I'm sure people are aware of him. He's pretty common on stages that involves fear, like there are a lot of Raid Bonnie teams and Garb Challenge NL teams that uses him. You can put him on Robin and Mr. 1 and Mr. 2. I actually didn't know he could be put on Mr. 1 and Mr. 2. So if Mr. 2 gets a legend now, that would be pretty dope, since he has already a good support in this. And yeah, he reduces the support character special charge time by 1, and also reduces special bind by 3, and this is obviously very good against the fear, since if you get feared, you can't use a special to remove special bind unless you resist fear itself. So very cool support. Then we have 2 similar ones. It's Nami and Brulee. They are strikingly similar, and Brulee also supports Luffy and Chopper. This is the 6th anniversary of Nami, by the way. Final stage, reduces CD by 2 and changes slot to matching. Very cool. Brulee does the exact same thing, but she supports more units, and she also heals, and she changes all block slots to matching. And yes, you know, Brulee, one of the best supports in the game, can be put on some of the best units. Like, there's so many good Luffy, Nami, Chopper, Carrot, and Katakuri, so yeah, you end up using this support all the time, actually. But if you don't have Brulee, you can always use the Nami. Before we go into Sora, I'd like to talk about some other ones not mentioned. There are some I don't have. For example, there's a treasure map, Rare Recruit Niji, I think, that you can put on Reiju. Also reduces CD final stage. Good to have. There will also be released on the next support Sugo on Global. It should come after the versus Ace and Akaino batch. There's a Mr. 3 support there. I talked about it in a video like a month ago. I'm super excited about it. It also reduces CD on stage 3 by 2 for both Driven and Free Spirit, I think it was. Super busted. That's like, personally I value that as like the most valuable support in the game when it releases, together with Brulee, obviously. Because like just -2 CD, and it does some more stuff, I don't remember everything now. It's just insanely valuable, and you can put it on like 25% of all units in the game. It's just bonkers. But yeah, finally we have Sora, can be put on all Germa, including Sanji. At level 5, you changes slot to Tandem, including block, reduce CD by 1, heals 3000 HP. And yeah, I bring her up last because I want to bring up that she is farmable on Global. Only on Global, not on JP. You go to unlockable quests, and you go to the, I think it's this Germa. You just check details to check, and yeah, here she is, low rate. And yeah, basically there's a secret stage with her. It's indeed low rate. I definitely did like 100 rounds before she showed up, so just be prepared for that, but she is worth it. And like in the future, if Global and JP end up merging, make sure you get her before then, because I said on JP, she's not available, you can't farm for her. But yeah, if that ever happens, I'll definitely remind people about it. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.